Welcome to another episode of Game Boy Roulette, where we take a look at randomly chosen games from the Game Boy library.
Bassmasters Classic. Oh yeah, we're gonna find some retro fish. I'm not sure if this is weird or not, but while I love fishing minigames, the same enthusiasm can't be extended to full-on fishing video games. I think it has to do with fishing being a perfect diversion from whatever the rest of the game is like, taking a break from farming or Pokemon training or escaping the underworld to have a nice quiet contemplative moment. But when it's all you do in a game, I find it gets very boring very quickly. And although fishing minigames are all extremely popular, dedicated fishing video games are few and far in between nowadays, so I have a feeling I'm not alone in these thoughts. Well, except for web fishing, but I kind of feel like that's more the exception that proves the rule. But on to Bassmasters Classic, the game was brought to us by our friends in Natsume, the publishers behind the fishing-adjacent Harvest Moon. But let's talk about Natsume a bit. See, they were kinda, sorta two Natsumes. Natsume Co. was founded in 1987, which then a year later established the American division, Natsume Inc. Natsume Inc. split off into its own company in 1995, while Natsume Co., now known as Natsume Atari, due to a partnership with a pachinko company that's not that Atari, continued on its own path. So, where does Bassmasters Classic fall on this confusing timeline? I don't know, because neither company's website actually lists this game. I did find info elsewhere saying that the game is from Natsume Co., so let's go with that, tentatively. I don't know what I was expecting from the box art, but somehow this is more fish than I was ready for. It's just right up in your face, getting caught by that background character from Reboot. Also, the fish being realistic, but the human being fully digital, is the kind of surreal contrast I love seeing on box art. Let's see if we hooked a good one. Grab your lures for Bassmasters Classic. Just THQ, okay, does it say which Natsume made this game? That doesn't help that much. Fish. Huh. Maybe should have tied something to the lure, I guess. Oh. Oh! This is actually a cool cutscene. I like this. Fish. Bassmasters Classic. Okay, it is Natsume Co. Got it. Nope, I don't need to practice. I am an expert fisherman. Oh, there's characters you can pick from, and some of them even have details in their faces. Schedule 3 days when is determined by the weight of the bass caught during the first 3 days. Oh, I see. Okay, so it actually, you have to catch and then probably bring them back here before the late, time. Let's go here. Ooh, good music, too. Alright. Lure. I don't know what any of these mean. Fish. Fish. Ooh. And now we can pull it up and down. Oh, this perspective's weird, though. Okay, B pulls it right back out, though. Well, the presentation's really nice. But the question is, where are the fish? Please don't have this happen again. We had that other fishing game where I couldn't catch fish. Okay, clearly this place isn't working. Oh, I like how specific you can get. Oh, shoot, someone's here, I guess. Here? Okay, yeah, here. So, I get what they're doing. It's a lot like real fishing. You have to, seek out places where there's gonna be fish. It controls well, and it's presented well, but when you play a video game about fishing, you want to catch a fish. Fine, we're gonna go over here. And we're gonna change lure to crankbait. I'd like one middle crank, please. Come on, Oh! What do I do? Wait. Well, there's a fish here. But now, how do I fish? Hang on. When a fish appears, hold down and press A. Okay, that's what I was doing wrong. Okay, so this is another one of those fishing games that doesn't explain itself very well. In this case, I kinda get why. This is going in much more of a actual fishing simulator route. They really want to make this feel a little more, I don't know, authentic. And there's nothing wrong with that. Now, that comes with its benefits and its drawbacks. The benefit is, this does feel like a very involved game, and I am kinda getting into it. I'm gonna catch some jerks. But the downside is I'm getting into it despite the fact that I'm having zero luck actually catching a fish. I guess you need patience for this. And that's fine, but I also know a lot of people who are playing, especially on the Game Boy, are not gonna have that patience, myself included. So here's what I'm gonna do. 1, we're gonna jump forward to the Game Boy Color version. And 2, I'm gonna keep playing this until we catch a fish. Ooh, that does look nice. Do the faces have any better detail? Nope. Oh. Maybe I'm supposed to go to the places where the icon is a fish? Oh, this looks nice. Oh, those are really good backgrounds. Oh, fish! Strike! Oh my gosh! Yeah, okay, now you gotta probably have higher tension without it getting too crazy. Oh, yep. Oh, I like this. Okay, now that I'm figuring out what to do, I am definitely enjoying this game. Oh, the music's great, too. Come on, come on. Yeah, you absolutely, the #1 thing you need for this game is patience. Because otherwise you do tend to, I don't know, because otherwise it gets kind of boring. There's going to be long periods of downtime in this game that you need to keep in mind. And even this part is kind of dragging on for a bit, but assuming I'm doing this right, oh. Come on. Caught! Yeah! Keeper size! 3 pounds, 2 ounces, 20 inches. Heck yeah. It does require a shift in your mind. You're not going to be jumping in and immediately catching a fish. You gotta be patient, you gotta do your research with the fish. But eventually, you'll get lucky. Okay, maybe you'll only get lucky once, but still, that did feel really good. They really weren't kidding about them mastering this. Or wait, is the tournament named Bassmasters? I think this might actually be the most engaged I've ever been with a dedicated fishing game. The games do tend to feel very boring, but this one found an absolutely perfect balance between patience, contemplative gameplay, and bursts of rewarding action. I loved figuring out all the intricacies of the game, where to fish and how to use each lure, although a little more in-game instruction would have been nice. And I liked the format of having to catch the biggest fish in a set time limit, factoring in the time to move to new locations. It added a fun layer of strategy to the game. Combined with good graphics and fun music, and the improvements to the graphics on the Game Boy Color version, you end up with a really excellent fishing game. But it does come with a qualifier. The gameplay that I'm praising could absolutely be a massive turnoff for others. There are some layers of complexity to this game that I think would drive people away who are just looking for a fun, simple fishing game. I think that's why fishing minigames are so popular. They keep things as simple as possible, and adding a bunch more mechanics to consider does make this more in-depth, yes, but also goes against what a lot of people are looking for in their fishing games. There's a reason why fishing in Pokemon or Hades work so well. You just hit A and you're done, so you can mindlessly do it for hours, whereas this game requires a lot more focus, probably for long periods of time. Huh, I guess just like real fishing. So while this game does get a big recommendation from me, it comes with a qualifier that you have to be looking for a more complex fishing game. But if that's what you want, I can't think of a better game for it than Bassmasters Classic. So why is Natsume so ashamed of this game? You guys made crap like WWF WrestleMania 2000, and that game didn't have a single lure. And that's all for another episode of Game Boy Roulette. Make sure to like the video, comment, and subscribe to follow the series as we continue to dig through the Game Boy vault. I'm BrianJ, and I'll see you next time.